You gotta keep on breathing if you wanna make sense of it all. We will not fall.
Let's start seated and just take our hands out to the side of us and just give our shoulders a little circle. Just relax through the head, relax through the neck, and try to breathe through the entire sides of your body through practice here. So when we can expand through the rib cages, out to the sides, out to the front, out to the back. And maybe you choose a soft gaze or you close your eyes. Always your choice. Sitting nice and tall, never rigid, nice and comfortable and relaxed. And as you bring yourself into your practice on your mat today, just letting all of the thoughts go of your day, taking steady and even breaths in and out of the nostrils, breathing equally through the left and the right nostril. And as you start to still the mind, the body becomes still. You allow the inhale breath to travel all the way to the toes, to the fingers, to the crown of the head, and you allow the exhale to release any tightness and tension you may be holding. And if you wish to, for practice, you can always bring in your own intention. Anything that resonates with you, particularly today, as we will be working with the sides of the body, that tends to bring in a little bit of core activation. So it's always our Manipura chakra, our solar plexus, the area of inner strength that faces our courage and faces our fears. So maybe finding an I am statement of affirmation of strength. And let's bring the right hand up to the area between the eyebrows. So bringing the two fingers, the forefinger and the middle finger, just in the center of the forehead there, and just lightly feel the warmth from your forehead and start to open the fingers out so that you can just slide the furrows, slide the frowns, slide the wrinkles away, and just open the eyebrows to the sides of your temples. We're going to start with some single nostril breathing. So bringing the two fingers back into the center, we're going to close off the right nostril and breathe in 5 times through the left. Breathing into the two fingers. And breathing out, left nostril. 4 more rounds, breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Let the last breath be long and slow, breathing in and breathing out, long, slow exhale. Release the hand down, breathing in through both nostrils. Let's repeat that on the right. So 2 fingers come back up into the brow area, and we close the left nostril off this time with our ring finger, nice and gently. We don't need to push the nose to one side, we just need to close the nostril, breathing in and out of the right. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Long and slow, breathing in, breathing out. Breath in, and out. Last one, deep breath in all the way to those 2 fingers. Long, slow, deep breath out all the way, emptying the breath. Releasing the hand down, breathing normally through both. Just notice any differences between the left and the right when we just closed off one nostril. This time around we do our normal Nadi Shodhana, 5 complete rounds, your own pace of breath, but try to be really slow and long with these breaths. So closing off the nostril with the thumb, breathing in through the left. Closing the left, opening right, exhaling. Breathing in through the right. Closing off, opening left, exhaling, repeating 4 rounds at your own pace. Once you've completed your 5 rounds, releasing the hand down, just breathing normally through both nostrils. And gently release from your seat, lift the knees, bring the knees together, give yourself a big hug. Just relax over the thighs, let the head be heavy. And then releasing into a butterfly pose. So soles of the feet come together. Sitting nice and tall. Feet don't have to be too close in towards you. But we're just going to lift up through the left side of the body and reach over. So really opening through the rib cage. Try not to lift the hip up so that you get deeper stretch. Really think about grounding through that hip. Both sit bones are grounded. Change the gaze if you wish to, looking underneath the armpit, looking underneath the wrist, dropping that right shoulder as you stretch through the side body. Bring yourself center, take it over to the opposite side, breathing in as you extend, breathing out as you go over. A couple of breaths here, changing the gaze if the neck allows. Breathing in and just twisting gently, chest comes over to the left thigh and then start to fold the body over the thigh. So really get the belly over the thigh, chest over the knee and relax the head. Anchoring through both sit bones. And then bringing yourself back up into center, taking it to the other side. Again, chest leads, so pressing the chest forward and relaxing the head down towards the knee. Notice if you're lifting the knees up or compensating through the hips in any way. Try to allow the legs to relax. Bring yourself center and extend the legs out, wide leg. So repeating those side stretches, you can always use a block and to the side of you, again reaching out, and again try not to lift that hip so that you get a deeper stretch, really anchoring through that sit bone. It's very easy to want to stretch through the side body, but we want to keep that side anchored. Again, changing the gaze as you wish to, up underneath the armpit, the elbow or the wrist. Reach the fingers long. Breathe through the side body. Breathe it in to bring center. Taking it over to the other side. Roll the rib cage open. And change the gaze if you wish. Bring yourself center, and same thing, turning the chest towards that thigh, fingertips either side of the leg, and then press the chest forward, relax the head down towards the knee, really anchoring through that back sit bone and trying not to let the toes roll inwards. So you've got an external rotation through that back leg. Shoulders are nice and equal to that leg. Squaring the shoulders off. Bring yourself center and take it to the other side. Exhale, chest leads. Anchor through that back hip. And gently bring yourself center and just bring the right leg in towards the left, so half butterfly. Try and drop the knee down a little bit, and again lifting up the arms, and exhale, reach over the leg, reach the fingertips long, maybe they come down to the mat or they hold on to the toe or the ankle or the shin. Let the head be heavy. Nice deep exhale, let go a little deeper. And then gently roll up through the spine. This time the hand goes back behind you. We come up onto the knee for a variation of side plank. So thinking about where that knee is in line to the hip and the foot, toes facing forward, so you're really rolling over onto the back of that foot, lifting up the arm, using a block underneath that right palm if you aren't quite reaching the mat, or maybe that arm stretches over the top of the head, so you're feeling a real deep stretch from the fingertips to the toes. Stretch the side body. Push the hips forward, roll the ribcage open, and then nice and slowly bring yourself back and change to the other side, half butterfly. Sole of the foot comes in towards the thigh or the calf, reaching the arms up, stretching the side body, and stretching over the leg. Hands can come to the toes or ankle or the shin. Squaring the shoulders after that thigh. Each exhale releases a little bit more. So all of this is just stretching and warming up before our practice. And then rolling up and then positioning yourself into that side plank again. Placing the knee underneath the hip, using a block underneath that supporting hand, and really pressing into the outer edge of that back foot, lifting the arm up. Or maybe it comes over the top of the ear, so bicep to ear. Roll the rib cage, push the hips forward. And then from here, you can bring yourself down into a tabletop position. Few rounds of cat and cow here. So pressing away through the palms and the tops of the feet, looking forward. Exhale, curl through the spine, dropping the chin towards the chest. And last time, press high into the cat. And bring yourself to neutral. Shift the hips over to the right side. Shift the head over. Look back towards the feet. Feel the stretch in the side body. And then shift the hips over to the left. And head looks back over to the right foot. Bring yourself down, wide leg child's pose, knees go wide, toes touch. And bring the hands to the outer side of your mat here as you stretch the fingers away. So you really feel the stretch from the hip to the wrists. Maybe the head comes to a block or to the mat. And breathe out as you breathe through the sides and your back body. Relaxing the chest, the belly, down towards the mat. Keeping the right hand where it is, walk the left over to meet the right. So you're coming into a right twisted child's pose. Draw the belly down towards the right thigh, draw the left buttock down towards the left heel. Big side stretch into the left side here from little finger back to hip. Walk the left hand back into the center, child's pose once more. Release the chest, melt down between the thighs. Keeping the left hand where it is, walk the right to meet the left this time on the left side of your mat. And left side stretch in that child's pose. Drawing the right buttock to the right heel. Breathing through the right side of your body. And then walk the right hand back Once more, exhale, reach the fingers long, press the chest between the shoulders. Head might come down to the mat or to the block. And then gently bring the hands in and slide all the way down onto the belly. So bringing the hips down and dropping the head onto the back of the hands. Sway out through the hips. So coming into a half sphinx, right hand goes 45 degrees and then the left hand comes back to take hold of the left foot. Hip might lift and then as you draw yourself in towards the center, you drop that hip flexor down. So try to lengthen through the thigh, draw the heel in towards the buttock, keep lifted up through the right side of your body and the chest. Half sphinx and quad stretch. If this is too much, you can just do your sphinx, or you can just do your quad stretch. And nice and gently release the foot. Bring yourself back into center. Head to the back of the hands. Sway out through the hips. Left forearm comes down 45 degrees. Right arm sweeps back to take hold of right foot. You can always use a strap. Draw the hip flexor down, lengthen the thigh away, and keep lifting up through the sphinx. Chest is nice and open. Shoulders away from ears. Draw heel towards buttock. And slowly release the foot, let it float down, and bring yourself back into the center. Sway out. And then side seal here, so going onto the side body, hand or the forearm, so palm or forearm for side seal. If you can place one foot on top of one another, or you might wish to bring that foot in front of you. The closer that hand is towards the body, the deeper that side seal is going to be. So you might wish to bring it there. Keep lifted through that side body. Try not to dip through the chest or draw the shoulder towards the ear. It's like a lying Buddha. If you've been to Thailand, there's this huge gold Buddha there who sits like this. Try to balance on that right hip. And then slowly bring yourself back through center. Take it all the way over to the other side. So again, you can always bring that knee forward if you're struggling to balance, and either onto the fingertips or the palm. Keeping the shoulder away from the ears. Stretch through the rib cage and gently bring yourself back into that center prone. And head comes to the back of the hands as you sway out once more. So this time, the left arm goes forward, right arm goes back, and the palm can stay facing up towards the sky. So we're going to lift the left arm, we're going to lift the right leg. So reach the left fingers away, reach the right foot away. Hold and breathe, ground through both hip bones. Breathe and hold. Kind of like a Superman pose, and gently release, swap arms. Right arm reaches forward, left arm reaches back, and lift right arm and left leg. Chest may come off of the mat just a little. Anchor through both hip bones here. Keep reaching and breathing. And nice and slowly release. Bring both hands down by the hips, sway out, allow the shoulders to rest. And gently press yourself back, tabletop, and take yourself into bent-legged, downward facing dog and pedal out. Release the right and the left heel, nice and steady. Introduce a little twist so you can start to release through the right leg and looking underneath the right armpit and stretching left side. A nice deep exhale, release both heels together into that full Adho Mukha Svanasana, your downward facing dog, pressing the chest back towards the thighs. And if you wish to, you can take a one-armed dog here and bring the left hand to the right ankle and stretch back and looking underneath that armpit, really ground through that right palm. Release both heels. Sit bones are nicely lifting. Bring the left hand back. And then right hand takes left ankle, looking underneath the armpit. And then gently bring yourself back into downward facing dog. Nice deep exhale, releasing the heels, pressing the chest, relaxing the head between the biceps, and start walking the feet towards the hands, coming towards the front of your mat. Nice deep exhale when you get there. Sway out through the hips, through the spine, letting the body hang with gravity here, maybe taking Ganesh arms, interlacing the hands over the elbows. And slowly release the hands and start to bring yourself up to standing. Take it nice and steady. Come into your mountain pose, releasing the hands down. Feel grounded through the feet. Take a drink if you need to here. So we're going to take some side stretches here for our sun salutation. So when we do our side stretches, we can bring the hands above us, we can interlace the fingers and we can make a Vira Mudra, or we can place the palms together, whatever works. But think about lifting up and over. So we're side stretching through the torso. We're going to reach the hands over to the right side. We're going to push the pelvis out towards the left. So you feel a deep stretch all the way from the ankle all the way to the wrist, and then bring yourself center and exhale over to the other side. Bring yourself center, and this time we take a swan dive. You can take a bend into the knees, relax the chest over the thighs. Inhale into your half lift, feel the sides of your body stretching forward and back, so hips stretch back. And then release. Take the right foot behind the left. So ground through both feet, walk the hands over to your right side of your mat. This is a twisted forward fold. Give the chest a little lift and fold the belly down to the thigh. Front knee might be slightly bent. And nice and slowly bring yourself back into center. And then that left leg steps back into a high or a low lunge. Bring the arms up towards the sky. This time we open out to the side. So side stretch. So we're going to be stretching over to the right side. Good. And bring yourself center. And then stretch it over to the left. Good. Takes a bit of control. And bring yourself center. Release the hands down to the mat. Step it back into your downward facing dog. Deep exhale there. And find a connecting vinyasa of your choice. Whether that's a chaturanga, up dog, or knees, chin, chest, and cobra. Take it back to your down dog. Deep exhale. Right leg up and back behind you. Open up through the hip. Keep the shoulders nice and square to the front of your mat. And then figure of 8. So we bring the knee down towards the mat 3 times and open it back up into that scorpion kick. Twice more, bring it down and press up. Exhale as you come down. Inhale as you stretch back. Bring the foot through to meet the hand and then open it up. Warrior 2. Nice deep exhale. Find a reverse warrior here. Lifting the front arm, reaching the back arm down the back leg, bending deeper into the front knee, side stretch. Here we go into side angle pose, so bringing the elbow down onto the knee nice and lightly, and the arm comes up towards the sky, or extended side angle, and comes bicep to ear. Roll the rib cage, just as we did when we were kneeling. Nice and slowly. Bring yourself back into center. Hand comes down on the inside of that right foot. And the right arm sweeps up and over into a twisted lunge. Press back through the heel. And nice and slowly release the hand and step it forward. Exhale, release over, full forward fold. Inhale, arms raise up. And exhale. Hands come down by the side of your body, preparing for the left side. So this is your crescent side bend. So maybe the feet are together, maybe the hip width, lifting up and over. And left crescent side stretch. Breathing slowly through the rib cage. Keep lifting through the left side. Press through the feet. Use the core. Bring yourself to center. Up and over. Exhale. Crescent over to the right. Press through the feet, bring yourself center. Exhale, swan dive. Take a bend into the knees if you need to. Hands can come to the mat or to the shins for your half lift. Feel the sides of your body stretch here. Draw the shoulders back. Nice and gently release and take the right foot behind the left. Feel grounded through both feet here. Walk the hands to the left side of your mat. Give yourself a little bit of lift through the chest. Exhale, fold over that left thigh. Maybe the left knee is slightly bending here. Relax the head. Bring yourself back into center. Right foot steps back behind you. High or low lunge. Bring the arms up. Find the strength in the Anjanasana balance before taking that crescent bend over to the left. So again, maybe the palms meet and connect. Reach the fingers out. Bend into the front knee a little more. Bring yourself center and over to the right side. Slow, controlled breaths. Bring yourself center, release the hands down and step it back, downward facing dog, and find your connecting vinyasa. Again, chaturanga, up dog, or ground position cobra. Always choices. Press back to down dog and breathe in, lifting the left leg up and back behind you, opening up through the hip. 3 of those figure of 8s. Exhale, knee drops down and slowly presses back. Last time. We come into that scorpion kick, and then we bring the left foot between the hands and come into your warrior 2. I'm going to turn around so that I can still see you. So find warrior 2, and then find your reverse. So breathing in, fingertips reach down that back leg, really ground through that back foot as you bend a little deeper into the front thigh. Front knee pushes forward, and then gently come into side angle. So really lifting up through the side body. You're not putting too much weight into that elbow onto the knee. Fingertips might stay to the sky or reaching long. Bend a little deeper. And then roll forward. Hand comes down. We're going to turn on the back foot. And then lifting up that top arm, twisted lunge. And nice and slowly, bring yourself center, step it forward to the front of your mat, exhale, full fold, and then press through the feet, use the core, inhale, the arms raise, and exhale. The hands come down by the side of your body. Take a few breaths. Good. How are we doing? Take a drink if you need. We're going to repeat that. So just a little bit more tempo. Find the breath with your flow. So think about the extensions being your inhale and your releases being your exhale. So exhale, crescent over to the right. Bring it center as you breathe in, and then breathe out, crescent over to the left. Breathe in center, exhale, melt into the fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, step the left leg behind the right, fingertips go to the right, and then breathe out over that right thigh. Breathe in as you come center, step the left leg back, and hands raise up to the sky. Breathe out, crescent over to the right side in that Anjaneyasana lunge. Breathe into the center, breathe out to the left. Breathe into the center, release the hands, step it back, down dog on the breath out. Inhale, come into your chaturanga or your ground position. Inhale, back extension, exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg sweeps up and back. Exhale, knee comes down, figure of 8, presses back twice more. Breathe out. Last one. Bring it through to meet the hands. Open it out. Warrior 2. Exhale. Ground and bend through the front knee. Take a bind here if you wish to. Taking the hand onto the right thigh. Reverse warrior. And then windmilling it over. Side angle pose. Bringing yourself center, hands come down, twisted lunge this time. Maybe that hand comes over the top of your head. So it's an extended twisted lunge. Release the hands and step it forward. Exhale to the fold. Breathing in and exhale. Back to mountain. Last and final time. Inhale, arms raise. Exhale, crescent over to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, melt and fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold, right foot behind left, fingertips walk to left side, breath out over left thigh. Breathe in, step back, right leg, high lunge this time. Breathe in, arms raise. Breathe out, crescent to the left. Breathe in, center, crescent to the right. Breathe out. Breathe in, center, release the hands down, take it back, down dog. Connecting vinyasa of your choice, chaturanga, up dog, ground position, cobra. Back to your down dog, left leg this time sweeps up and back, open the hip, and those figure of eights, dropping the knee, pressing it back. Strength, control, breath and flow. Last time, we step it through to warrior two, planting the back foot, windmill the hands open and settle in. Find the bind in the reverse, bend a little deeper and windmilling it over side angle. Release the hand to the mat and reach up with the arm. Press back through the heel of that right foot. Maybe that arm comes over the head. Bring yourself center, step it forward, closing it off. Exhale, full fold. Inhale, arms raise. And exhale, hands come down by the side. Take a moment's rest, a pause. Everything is working. Side body is opening. And inhale, arms raise. Exhale, swan dive. If you wish, keep the legs straight, but keep the chest all the way over so you're in the tiptoes. Heels are starting to lift. Exhale, full fold. Inhale, half lift. Your choice, jump or hop or step back into a plank chaturanga. Always choices. Lowering down to the mat. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And take 3 breaths. And let's all meet in child's pose after those 3 breaths. So it wouldn't be a side body practice without a side plank, of course. So side plank is your side plank. Any variation is, of course, possible. So we're bringing the right forearm down or the right palm. You can come onto the knee. You can also bring that left foot forward. So many options, and you can start to lift the hips. So this is obviously a nice easy option here for side plank on the forearms. Keep lifting up the side body away from the mat. Beautiful. Find the strength here. Holding for 3 or 5 breaths, pressing away from the earth with the forearm or the palm, reaching those fingers up. And bringing yourself back into center to plank, taking it straight to the other side, whether it's forearm or on the palm. Start to twist through the body, opening the rib cage. Maybe the gaze goes to the top hand, always a challenge. Pressing the hip up to the sky. 3 to 5 breaths on that side. Bring yourself back into center plank and then lower the knees and take it back to child's pose. Release the hands back behind you, palms face up. Relax the head to the mat or to a block. Well done. And bringing the hands forward, start to bring yourself up into tabletop and then bringing your blocks handy if you've got them. It doesn't matter if you don't, because you don't necessarily need them. We're coming into a twisted dragon lunge. Right foot comes forward and just drop the hips forward and backwards. So you're going from a lunge, a dragon lunge, into a half splits. Keep the chest nice and open, dropping the shoulders. Got a gentle back bend there. You're going to feel through the hamstrings, the hip flexors. And last time, we bring it back and bring it forward. So twisted lunge here. Many options. Pad out the back knee if you're on a hard surface, but you can take the block onto that side and maybe you hold onto that block, or you can just keep the hand there. This hand comes either to the sacrum or down the back thigh. So I want you to be comfortable in these twisted lunges. And dropping the hips a little bit further forward, opening the chest. Maybe the gaze goes back towards the foot, or for additional balance required, looking forward. Twist the torso, the belly towards that front right thigh. Keep dropping the hips towards the front heel. And then slowly bring yourself center. This is where we do a twisted half splits. So drawing the toes up towards the sky. And again, using those blocks should you need them. But the left hand comes over the opposite side. And again, this is your twisted half splits. So maybe the hand comes to the sacrum, or if the shoulder allows, you can reach the arm up towards the sky. Again, balance is required on that front heel and that knee. Press the tops of the foot into the mat. Beautiful. Give it a little bit more of a stretch and opening through the chest. Beautiful. Bring yourself center and release that right leg back behind you. Sway out if you need. Left leg comes forward. So dropping forward into dragon and releasing back into half splits. A few times, just move it forward and back. So you should be feeling quite stretched and open through the legs, through the torso, to be able to get these postures quite nicely. Last time we come forward, find our twisted dragon. So again, choosing the option, get the belly free from the thigh. So really lift the belly up, and then the hand might come down to the block. Hand comes to the sacrum, twist here, and drop the hips forward. So that elbow is leverage into that front knee, but keep the knee tracking over the middle toe. Gaze looking back over the shoulder is a little bit more challenging than looking forward. Good, lovely. And gently bring yourself center, take it back. into the half splits. Draw the toes up towards the sky, so you're resting on that heel. You're going to press into that shin. Hand comes across the body and maybe comes to the sacrum as you open through the twist, and maybe, if the shoulder allows, that arm goes up towards the sky. Press the back of the hand behind you. Little open of the chest, and gently release the hands. Take the leg back, sway out through the hips, and swing the legs around in front of you. Inhale, the arms raise, and exhale, start to roll down through the spine. Draw the knees in towards you, roll and massage out through the spine, but also see if you can massage into the sides of your body, the sides of your shoulders, the rib cage, and the waist, and the sides of your pelvis. Bringing the hands back behind the head, interlace the fingers. And this time we're going to lengthen the right leg along the mat, and the right elbow comes to the left knee. So side stretches, cycles, really slow and controlled. And change. Draw the elbow back towards the mat. Draw the belly down towards the spine, spine towards the mats. Change. And change. Exhale on the effort. Slow and controlled. And let's speed that up, double time. So switch, switch. Few more. This is your mana pura firing up. And gently bring it back into center. Draw the knees in, roll and massage out. So IT band stretch here. We're going to drop onto our left hip, and the right foot comes on the inside of that thigh. Press the foot into the mat, and then open up the hip, open up the knee, and then maybe the chest starts to open up towards the sky. Arms can come out to the side of you. If that feels comfortable and you want additional challenge, there's always options. You can take the right hand and it takes hold of the left foot underneath you. So we've got an IT band stretch. The iliotial band runs down the outer side of that right leg from hip to knee. A few deep breaths. Using the exhale to relax tension and tightness, and gripping any aches and pains around that right hip, the right glutes, the right buttocks. And then if you took hold of that foot underneath you, release the hand, release the foot, extend that leg and release out into Shavasana just to recover. And drawing knees in towards the chest, massage out once more. Try to get the sides of your body if you can. Rolling onto the right hip this time, dropping the right knee down, and the left foot comes on the inside of that thigh. Press the heel down, press the toes, open the hip and open the knee up towards the sky. Arms can come out to the side, shoulder height, palms face up, or you can take the left hand to the right foot. Try to release through the left side of your body here. If that foot is slipping, the left foot is slipping at all along the mat, just press into the heel, press the knee away, relax through the toes. And then gently release the hand to the foot, release the foot and into Shavasana. Straighten yourself up on your mat. Take a few deep breaths. Keeping the left leg straight along the mat, draw the right knee in towards the chest. Nice deep exhale as you extend that leg up towards the sky. You can hold on to the toe, the ankle, the calf, or behind the thigh here. Try to relax the shoulders down towards the mat. So if you're trying to get hold of the foot and your shoulders are coming away from the mat, draw the shoulders back down and bring the arms further down the leg. Legs don't have to be engaged or active. We're going to take the left hand over and draw that leg across the body, rolling onto the left hip, opening up the right side of your body as you do. Few breaths here in this hand to big toe. Drawing the right shoulder blade down. Feeling the twist through the torso, the spine, the digestive organs. And gently bring yourself back into center. Keep the leg up towards the sky for a moment. Reach the arms back behind you. Interlace the fingers and come into Vira Mudra. So just keeping the index finger free. This would be your warrior three. Press the soles of the feet away, so the left leg presses down the mat, right leg presses towards the sky, and nice and slowly, with control, lower that right leg. Draw the belly down towards the spine, draw the spine down towards the mat. Release the arms, left knee comes in towards the chest. Nice deep exhale as you stretch that leg to the sky. Relax the legs here, keeping the shoulders down and grounded. And then rolling over onto your right hip. That left leg comes over and open up through the left side of your body here. Really trying to anchor through that left shoulder. And then breathing in, bring the foot and the leg back into center. Lift the arms above the head, Vira Mudra, interlace the fingers, release the index, and flexion through the ankles, press the soles of the feet away, draw the belly down to spine, spine down to mat, nice and slowly, with control, lower that left leg. Release the arms down by the side of your body in Shavasana. Deep exhale. Last posture coming up is our Banana Asana, which is our crescent side bend. So arms come up above you, shoulder blades move to the right, arms move to the right side of your mat, feet move to the right side of your mat. And intensity in this posture, left foot comes across right ankle and you can take hold of your left wrist. We're going to stay here for about 10 breaths. Allow the left side of your body to release any remaining tension. We've worked through the side of the arms, the rib cage, the waist, the hips, the outer thigh, the outer knee, the outer foot. Bring the arms, the shoulders, the head back into the center first. Arms come down by the side of the body as you release the feet. Just take a moment in Shavasana to recover. Arms stretch up and above. You move the shoulders. You shimmy across the mat to the left, and then you bring the feet over to the left side, and you can take that option of placing the right foot over the left, and you can take hold of the right wrist. And find a place where the head is comfortable and the shoulders are relaxed, and breathe into the right side of your body here. Bring the arms, the head, the shoulders back into the center of your mat. Hands come down by the side of your body as you release the right foot across. Shavasana to release and recover. And if you feel that there is something more that you need to do before you come into Shavasana, whether that is a stretch or drawing the knees in, rolling, massaging, getting warm, getting comfortable, let's make our way into our final relaxation of Shavasana. Arms come out to the side of your body, palms face up so that you can relax the shoulder blades. Allow the feet to relax out to the sides. They don't need to be held in place. And as you draw the focus into your final relaxation in corpse pose here, just take note of any sensations, any feelings and experiences in the body, particularly the sides. all the way from the outer foot to the ear. Beginning to take a few deeper breaths. Bringing awareness back into your surroundings, back onto your mat, and into the body by bringing soft and gentle movement to the hands, to the fingers, to the wrists, to the toes, to the ankles, and maybe rolling the head gently from side to side, just stretching through the side of the neck. Slowly lifting the arms above the head, giving yourself a big stretch, reaching the toes away, feeling the sides of your body stretching, and bring the knees in towards you and roll and massage out for the last and final time in practice today. Roll over to your favorite side. Just stay there for a moment, just pausing, lying on your side in embryo. And gently pressing yourself up away from the mat, trying to keep the eyes closed if you can. Returning up to a comfortable seat. Sitting nice and tall, just bringing the hands into Anjali Mudra at heart center. And taking note of how you feel, how your body now feels after practice, how your mind and also your breathing. We did a lot of pranayama at the beginning of practice to balance out the left and the right sides of the nadis, sides of the hemispheres of the brain. And just returning to any intention that you set at the beginning of your practice today, whatever that was for you, and how you can take that intention into your week ahead, taking yoga off the mat, giving yourself a big thank you for showing up, and I thank you. Namaste.